Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access. My name is Nathan and I'm here with Rob.
Hello.
Rob, this last weekend I went to Berlin, played a bunch of FIFA 19 and one of the things that I spent a lot of time doing was practicing timed shots.
Yes, I've tried this. I'm not very good at it.
And well, this is about kind of how to do them, and it's because they're hard. So check this out. This is just basically running through time shots and then going into the replay of goals that we scored with it. And showing kind of like where you have to press the button. And if you don't know what this is, basically it's a system whereby you press the button as normal to shoot or head the ball towards goal, and then you press it again just before the animation connects.
I like this in the replays.
It's nice, isn't it? And it actually shows you what you're doing wrong. And you can have this bar up in normal gameplay as well. But basically the timing between, this is amber, right? Or no, yellow. This is yellow. So this is like okay.
So you didn't even get this one spot on.
But you saw even in slow motion the difference between when those bars stopped moving and when the ball hit Firmino's head is very small indeed. And they showed the first fast motion again. Like the difference between yellow, which was enough in this instance to score a goal, and green is tiny. Here's another example. This is a Benzema header. What I quite like about this one is, and what they're trying to introduce is, so basically, if you get it green, the shot gets more power, gets more unpredictability. They use the word swaz. I like the word.
Is that an official word?
It is now. I think it's happening. And what I liked about this was maybe only getting it yellow. I think it's yellow this time. Only getting it yellow is maybe what makes it harder for Szczesny to save it, because it's kind of like looping a bit weird and the direction's a bit stranger. Green hopefully would have just bulleted into the goal.
I like this. I like how sometimes goals are scored when a striker mishits it slightly and it gives it a little bit of
and do you know
unpredictability.
One of the things you don't get much in FIFA, when I was watching this goal in real time, I wasn't sure whether he tipped it onto the roof of the net or whether I'd scored or not. And so I just kind of added that kind of like realistic, lots of things interacting with other things element to it. But again, like the one thing I want to stress is the timing of this is like properly hard.
I like that it's hard though.
You're trying to catch like 1 or 2 frames.
It kind of realistically replicates the rarity of hitting a ball perfectly sweetly. Like even the best players don't do it all the time.
Bang!
Nice.
This is a green one. And what I like, again, you're kind of going to see some interaction with the goalkeeper in this one. One of the things I guess about making this video and about kind of how it works and how to use it is I'm not sure about when, apart from when you're kind of showing off, you're a couple of goals up and you want to do something like this, absolutely rocket the ball from like 8 yards out or whatever. And again, I don't know, I got green here. I don't know if De Gea is more likely to save that if I hadn't put the extra power on it. I'm not sure what would have happened. But when do you use it? When are you in a position where it's like, if I don't try for the time shot, I'm probably not going to score, so I'm going to have a go? Bearing in mind that the risk of it is...
I think I'd be trying when I'm doing a speculative shot from range, maybe. Like one of those instances where 1 out of 50 rockets into the top corner. Yeah,
and I guess that the people who get really good at FIFA work themselves into, they play percentages, don't they? They work themselves into situations they know they're more likely to score from. I guess that even then they're going to end up every now and again in a situation where they wouldn't normally expect to score from.
And obviously we should say that if you don't do this, it's not like you're not going to score.
Banger.
The shooting is
banger.
Normal.
Just this is what.
Very good.
This was not me. This was so I took Jay to Berlin, my son.
Oh, there we go.
Who plays? And so some of these have been mine. This one was not mine, and it's just.
Oh.
It's so nice.
Just the rising beauty of that, lovely.
The unsavability of that has definitely come from the fact that he's hit green. But again, look how what is that? 1-2 frames in game before. His ball, his foot hits the ball. His ball had nothing to do with it. Not that we can see on this replay.
Oh, that is unsavable. That's literally unsavable.
A proper banger. We've got a few replays after this one now, just to kind of see us out, which are from we played a game of Survivor in which I got absolutely hammered, and Jay just used it as an excuse to smash in loads of, and he was hitting, to be fair, he was hitting green every time. So with a bit of practice and also with a bit of kind of time on the board, he was very relaxed in this game because he was smashing me from the beginning. Maybe it does become slightly easier to do. So yeah, this is kind of like, I wanted to show these replays to everyone just so you get a sense of how small the window is to make these shots work. I think lots of play will be needed to determine when it's worth doing, because like this one for example, Mbappe's probably going to score that anyway across the keeper.
It's probably just one of those things you get a feel for, isn't it, just as you play.
That
you
one
know when you
maybe
can
less likely.
take a risk.
Yeah, and also when you when you're like 2-1 up, 3-1 up already, and you just this is basically what Jay was doing here, and you just want to really like ram a goal down someone's throat. Yeah, have a bit of that, have a bit of green. That was our look at the timed shooting in FIFA 19. Let us know what you think about it in the comments if you're going to be using it this year. Let us know what you think about FIFA 19 in general. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Hit the notification bell so you always get told when our videos are up, and we will see you soon.